Good afternoon, people. This is Kiki, Asha, No Good Do Gooder, Puda. I could say all the other stuff. Empress, High Priestess, Hierophant. Keep going. But I'm not. Well, let me tell you what I was thinking. Alright. I know why everybody don't want me to reach this pinnacle of existence, okay? Because you might think that your awakening, right, becoming Christ conscious is like your Big Bang theory, you know what I'm saying? But there's actually like a real spark that could happen. Not could, would, and does. And your awakenings become greater, better, funner, more profound. Every time I thought it'd be like clink, 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 then shit be unlocking and shit and opening and flowing and, you know, like that. It's like blossoming of like the lotus flower, or any flower for that matter. It's like, I learned about roses, like that. I learned about daffodils. You know, I learned about the lotus, like that. And but the real kicker is some real awesome shit, right? Because I talked about love yesterday in different forms, but this is another form. And people, most people, everybody that's like fucking with me, people, like, I know they scared of what I'm about to say because they don't want me to get here. They don't want me to get here. And it's because they can't get here. Not really. They can. They got to do their own work on themselves, though. That's the thing. Can't be doing work on somebody else thinking you getting somewhere for yourself. That's like ass backwards. I be trying not to do that. So, let me get to the juicy part. The juicy part is this. Like, whatever you rank, low, high, medium, whatever. I ain't gonna put no numbers, or say no numbers. But that's who you can coexist with. That's what the universe will align you with and bring like your way type shit, okay? And that's some cool ass shit. It gets cooler. Alright? Because my etherical brain like grows baby to my full grown self. It's like I develop spiritually, etherically, one with the divine, because I created what I want my divine God and Goddess to look like. My sun and my moon, you know what I'm saying? My wife and my husband, like all that, whichever way how you want to say it, right? When you are Christ conscious, that means you're equally yoked, all right? And they're gonna send that equally yoked right to you. But this way you gotta learn your astrology and shit like that, because timing is everything, and you gotta get it just right. It's like the spark gotta be at its highest peak, you know, for this world, space world, your world, and then in the other person, same. All right. But there's something that can get it there. Sometimes a little bit faster. Kind of like you. Fast forward in time. I know how to do that too. Anywho, what you need to do is this though. God said to me, how cool me and my soulmate is. Spiritually together. Like, If they birthed us, we'll be brother and sister up there. Alright? And that's usually how it is. Or best friends. But then, when you get birthed in on Earth, like it's split. Because you're traveling to the nearest, highest love frequency. Like that. So, if his love frequency of birth was July, whatever day, whatever time, because the spark come from the two people that's doing the Uchiwali like that. They don't realize it, but you can really create a spark doing that can reach outside your body and reach into the atmosphere that you're in. Go outside of that and reach into space, and then go up the planets and reach to the gods. Like, they be starting to, they can see the shit, okay? And then, boom, that's how they send a little sparkling little baby up in there. Love baby, love child, that's where they get that from. Which I wrote about that before. I think this is the first time I said something about it online. Like, talking. But, it gets better. That's why I said in my other videos, like, I don't know what you're running from, all this alien, like, real contact shit, because it gets funner. You know, y'all fucked up by thinking God lame. Ain't shit lame about God. Because God is your lower, your middle, and your higher self. And God would not be fucking with a piece of hair this goddamn long. But sometimes you just gotta keep fucking with it till you get the shit right. Okay? But it gets funner. Alright. My black ass still ain't do it. I'ma hold it. Now this the real fun part. They said our meeting on Earth will spark something within us. Then it's going to spark something in our eyeballs. Then it's going to spark something in our brains. Then it's going to spark something in our hearts. And then it's going to connect something. And then it's going to spark something else. And then guess what? It's going to go from out of our bodies, in our aura, into the atmosphere that we live in, then to space. And it's going to clear and cleanse some shit out. It's gonna seal in like a contract, like a spiritual contract with God. This thing of, you know, the Holy Trinity, galactic wise. You know, it's kind of like the spark can happen energy, but in order for it to affect Earth, the spark gotta be in the two energies, and then it gotta come out, because it's at its purest, highest elevation and form universally. That's why I said it gets funner. What you running away from this for? Like, I don't even understand. I couldn't understand with any of these young men that I dated, that I didn't date, that was like strategically wanting to just fuck me over. I couldn't understand the shit of, I'm like, why the nigga don't care about their spiritual abundance? Like, do they not know it exists? Or do they know it exists and they don't have no more? And then I'm like thinking about how in space there's a plethora of stars that don't end. Them motherfuckers just keep going. And I'm like, so why motherfuckers ain't got no spiritual abundance? Somebody ain't teaching some shit right. Because in order for you to have abundance on the earth, you gotta have abundance in the heavens. Because all the worlds mirror. Back at you is the duality. It's kind of like, yeah, I know this shit upside down. Let me right side up my hourglass, motherfuckers, in the world. And I did that. Okay? But they ain't want that wheel to turn. The wheel turn. See, the wheel been turning, you know, but it don't spark that motherfucker like a goddamn engine would do, like just hooked to a boat or some shit and take it somewhere like, that sound like a slow boat. But I don't know what the fuck a fast boat would sound like, but it spark that bitch. That's what that shit'll do though. That Fifth Element crazy ass shit to two people. So even to my haters, I'm like, isn't the experiment, or what, quote unquote, all the other experiments were leading up to this experiment for you to actually see what the fuck happened? And then it's like, y'all haters ain't gonna blow up from the shit unless, damn, you that fucked up as a person, you know. But if you really wanted to tag two motherfuckers just to get them out of here, right? And you was trying to get them to blow up or the faulty and fuck up as a person, meaning your mental disorders just take over, or you go to jail, you be in the hospital, or, you know, all the fucked up shit that could happen to you, keep you stuck in a loop, right? You just want that to happen before the spark. Why the hell your brain ain't thinking about shit, just letting the fucking spark happen, just letting that bitch just pew, you know what I'm saying? Because if something really fucked up happen, it's gonna happen to us two people. It ain't gonna happen to y'all, because we supposed to prevent shit from happening to y'all. You know what I'm saying? On a grand scale. Not on your individual fuck shit. Your individual fuck shit is yours. That's the thing. But, see, because our intellect is so intrigued with reaching the next pinnacle of existence of anything, we want to see it. And we ain't in fear to see it. But people don't see that as love. Like, what you should be seeing or thinking is this one man strive to the highest point of love for himself, that he wanted to give himself the best form of love that there is to offer himself on this planet, which is God, right? And then there's a woman, that woman's me, that decided to do the same shit, period, for herself. She valued herself. She wanted to know herself. She was even misunderstood about herself. And she refused to stay in a misunderstood state of mind. Well, if I don't know nothing else, I know that's love. Because that's you working hard for you inside out. Not outside in. You work on yourself from the inside out. Your outside's going to start looking beautiful than a motherfucker anyway, because your insides is going to want to congratulate your outsides. But who am I? You know, I'm the wackadoodle motherfuckers don't want to listen to. You're going to be listening to it anyway. But it gets better. You know, do you not understand when you don't have two minds trapped in the past, replaying the same fucking loop, that if their minds are creative within themselves and they can manifest on sight, why would you think it's gonna turn into some slavery type shit if it's really two slavery type niggas that been through that time after time after time? Like, we really gonna go back to that shit? No. No. And no. You know, it's knowledge is liberating. That's the era of time we're in. So when I said, all you need to do in this new era and time, you can keep doing what you're doing. Why don't you just do it out of love? Not, if you hate motherfuckers, And if you love to hate motherfuckers, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm talking about you gotta actually love them for real. That means you gotta stop hating them. That means you know what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna grit your teeth. You're gonna grind them motherfuckers. You're gonna get red in the face, and you're gonna think some things. And you have to stop your thoughts. Then you're gonna want to say something. You gotta stop what you're gonna say. And then sometimes you're gonna have to walk away until you get together. Because you gotta see motherfuckers through a different lens, not just yours or your one-sided lens. You gotta see it through the other lens. Like, if I went through the bullshit that they went through, would they be so accepting of all the fuck shit from other people? It's gonna be a resounding hell no, because you're gonna be like on some resounding hell no shit if somebody wanna do some shit, some fuck shit to you. Stuff like that. But what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, it don't sound so profound. It just sounds logical. It sounds fair. You know, it sounds practical. You know, it sounds like you're thinking. And I don't react. I'm thinking. But if I react, the key thing is think first. If your thoughts go negative, stop it. Think again. If it keeps going, stop it again. Because your mind is going to get tired of you not honoring the request. You don't honor the request to move past the situation. That's that get along. That's that type shit. You have to address it to stop it. That's that real psychology shit. People know that. You know. But they want to create something to keep you like stuck in some shit that you even wonder, why the fuck am I stuck in this dumbass shit? But let me get back to some shit. It's gonna be fun as fuck. Because it's like this. When I was thinking about all of the crazy shit motherfuckers was doing, I was like, I already see what they trying to do. They trying to stop a sister activation. What? Like, I'm going through all these level ups and shit, DNA transformations and shit, and you gonna stop the ultimate one? Like, you think that's what you're gonna do? You gonna try and stop the God box of a box of a math equation? Nope. See, God put the math in two motherfuckers, and these two motherfuckers gonna be doing some plussing and some minusing and some dividing and some multiplication. And then we're going to pop out some numbers. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's supposed to happen. That's a good thing. Like, that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't producing nothing that's a hypothesis. It's producing something that's absolute. In all its form, it's absolute. Like, you can't mistake this or fuck this up or change it into a different code to make it a hypothesis. It's already been an absolute. You know? So even in an absolute world, it's like, how you gonna try to change a absolute to a hypothesis? I just want you to try that shit. You gonna come back to the absolute because that's how that was designed. Okay? But I'm like, I want the world to be creative enough to make a decision and say, you know, I want to see what happens. I want to know what happens. I'm curious to see how it affects the world. I want to see what gets produced. And hell, shit, we ain't had nobody that really, like, did something. Except for the moon. The moon shit. Moon shit, artificial too. Well, they say the moon ain't real. But it's like this. Well, fuck it. If the bitch ain't real, let's make the motherfucker real. It need to be reattached back to the earth anyway. Maybe it won't even supposed to be in separation. Cause it seems to me like the motherfucking robot wanna be goddamn human. That means the DNA motherfucker that you created off our shit, and that motherfucker is missing some screws. Why I keep doing certain shit on repeat. But that motherfucker don't understand is in a loop because you took certain DNA out that motherfucker. The DNA you took out was learning. Just all you gotta do is just put her on the learning path. That's all you gotta do. And when put her on the path, just be like, and we done figured it out. We know who you are. And unfortunately, but fortunately, you are not the father. And then you are the actual hoe. And yeah. You want a certificate? Anything. But it's like it's a solvable motherfucking shit. But the love is what you can do is learn from that and become a better, not a hoe, better person. A better understanding of how to figure out who you are, which is staying in your own business lane, not nobody else's. But what you do is, with the two people like us, you just let go and be like, why the fuck am I blocking this shit? It don't even make sense why I'm blocking this shit. This shit gonna benefit me too. Because even if I get $50,000 out of the deal, I done got some. Because I don't even see myself worth more than that because of all the shit I'm doing. Like, put a value on the shit you be doing. It'll make you stop doing that shit. Because you know what you're doing is low value. It's like, damn. You can't, it's a no-brainer that you should understand, like, you get low value actions as repercussions in your life. So certain math should not be unpredictable. But just think about how when you reach Christ consciousness and you figure out that you're chosen, and then you come across your chosen person, which is your equally yoked person, and then things gonna spark in y'all too, and things gonna happen, and it's gonna sync, and you like, I don't even know how the fuck we meshed so well. Universe. All we doing is reattaching the universe to the planets, to the people, to the gods, to the angels, even to the damn demons. The devils and the Satans, the Lucifers. It's like everybody being attached back to the biblical story the proper way. You mad because you were designed to fulfill a role? Why don't you just be happy you were designed in the first place? And if you don't like how you were designed, you don't steal another program. You have to create a better program for yourself. You don't steal somebody else's program, So, and if it needs to be an attachment for that to happen, if you are attachment 1012. Okay. You know you need an attachment that's close to you. 1011 or 1013. Anything outside of that ain't gonna work for you. Because that's the next grade down, that's the next grade up. It's like how the world already operates. But when you attachment like 1012, but you're trying to go after, you know, a future dated model that's like 2025. It's like, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute. You are a virus to me. You is fucking up my programming. You is fucking up all my shit. The next two versions to me is 2024 and 2026. I don't know nothing about no 1012. Damn, you is ancient to me. That's how you look at it. You gotta look at it when people want to keep you in the loop. Like, wait a minute. Why are you trying to take me back to the 1700s when we in 2025? You know, why everybody, if they want to, like, honor their people, right? And they want to even look like their people from back in that time frame. It's a psychological head trip. It's a way to kind of make sure you understand that we still stuck. And it's like, are we? Or it's just them? If we keep leaving people, that ain't our fault. It ain't like things ain't out here for everybody to be like, well, let me catch on to this shit. You know, everything ain't bad for me. And if everything is bad for me, it's designed for a mirror to have something good for me too. And then it's designed for a balance. Everything is not set up for you not to be able to see how to get out of something, or how to be something, or how to become something. All that is forms of love. But in order for you to love somebody else, you gotta love yourself. And I was portrayed like I don't even love myself. And I know I love myself. I know I do. Okay? I don't do things to hurt myself on fucking purpose. And I don't want nobody else to do something that'll hurt me on fucking purpose either. You know, it just turns me off. It's like, ew, like, why? Why create the extra brain power to do that when this could have been a spa day, or this could have been going out chilling day, this could have been drinks day, this could have been something else instead of this dumbass shit. That's still love too, if somebody telling you that. Like, stop the madness, because you staring at madness spot. Sometimes it's your mouth, sometimes it's your action, sometimes it's just you not wanting to change. You know? But everybody know, if you won't change, you become change. You know? So, stop breaking yourself down to actual physical change. Why don't you just go and break yourself up to some dollars and keep going? But when you do that, don't be trying to take other people's. Just you, what you produce, that's you. That's love. We ain't taking from nobody else. Damn, these motherfuckers then took up a whole piece of the damn road. You see? Well, I'm about to go. All right, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post it.